Hey, what's up, family? We got this one here. We're going to name this one Male, Female, Backwards Way Thinking. When I'm talking about that, I'm saying, when I mention that, I'm mentioning about society. It is ridiculous how this day and age now, how people think backwards, and it's detrimental to a lot of our kids and the youth because of the backwards thinking. That makes no sense. Because why do people have these backwards thinking? It's because the preconceived notion that a lot of them have. And as always, you know I love to give you a word of the day because why? We want to broaden your horizons on your vocabulary. Learn to use different words during your everyday life. Preconceived is just another word for saying prejudice. Remember, prejudice does not mean racist. It means to judge something before getting your facts right. And that's what preconceived. To have an ideal or some type of notion, an ideal or plan of something where you pass judgment on something before you get your facts right. And that's why I said men and women backwards thinking, because a lot of it's based on preconceived notions that they have about someone. Now watch, this is what I'm talking about. Do you realize the average woman can apply for almost any job in the world that a man has? Now, if she has the qualifications and the skills to do so, I'm all for it. I think she's entitled to that job and she should get that job. I have no funny ill will against that. If she has the credentials and has the skills to do the job, there should be no reason why she shouldn't do the job. So now, when we say that, we're talking about mostly people would think hardworking job, like construction, driving a truck, drill operator and stuff like that, right? With laborer jobs, right? You go, man, a woman doing that? Yeah, I see a lot of women doing a lot of amazing things. If she has the credentials and she has the skills, she should be able to do that job, right? Yes. But here's the backwards thinking of the world. Watch this. Okay. If a man, let's put the shoe on the other foot. If a man wanted a job that predominantly women had, do you know society said, no, he can't have a job? For example, let's say a man went to a daycare and wanted to work in a daycare with a bunch of daycare kids. He has the credentials. He went to school. He has all his degrees and everything in childcare. He has the skills to do it. He has the knowledge and everything. Do you know majority of people will have, if he's a man, a real man, most people have a problem with him working at that daycare unless he was a little feminine. This is the backwards thinking, what I'm talking about. It is amazing that society has made it now to where parents have the nerve. They have a preconceived notion that this man will be a threat to their children. But they feel safe with a man that is feminine around their children. Now you tell me how ass backwards that is. That makes no sense. That a man will have to act feminine to get certain jobs. But if he's a man, society, men and women backwards thinking will go, I'm not comfortable with that man around my kids. But you are comfortable with a man who acting feminine? I remember the singer, very popular singer, y'all know what I'm talking about, Little Richard. I remember Little Richard said that many years ago. He said when he got up there to sing his songs and do them the way he was doing them like a man, they had a problem with that. They didn't let him in certain shows. They didn't let him go through certain doors. They didn't let him perform certain ways. But when he performed it in a very feminine way, and y'all know how Little Richard was, doing all that and acting all, funny. Like, he said when he started doing that and putting on the makeup, he said all the doors open for him. They gave him everything he wanted. Let him perform wherever he wanted, how he wanted, and for how long as he wanted. Baby. That's how he would say it. See how people have preconceived notions without no facts. Now watch this. I remember years ago, many years ago, now my wife know this. I don't know, was it my birthday, my wife's birthday, whatever. We went out to this restaurant and I bought this nice outfit I had on. And maybe it was my birthday because my wife bought me this hat to wear that matched the outfit perfectly. And I don't wear hats. I'm not one of these people that do hat fish. I gotta wear a hat all the time. That's my identity. You know what I'm saying? Gotta wear a hat all the time. You know what I'm saying? They want to take the hat off. Y'all see, oh, damn, he bald. Nah, I ain't one of these hat fish people. I don't even wear hats. But check this out. This day I wore a hat because my wife bought me the hat. It matched my outfit. It looked nice. And I appreciate it. I love when my wife do stuff for me. So me, my wife, and my daughter, we went out, and my two daughters, we all went out to eat at this nice restaurant. And when we went out to eat, matter of fact, I'm going to put the restaurant on blast, Delta's in New Brunswick, New Jersey, because this was disrespectful what they did. They had a preconceived notion, and they was dead wrong about this. But anyway, we get to the restaurant. It's cold as heck outside. We finally get inside. Do you know, we gave our name. When they gave us our name, they said, oh yeah, we had reservations and everything. She said, just give us 5 minutes, we'll seat you. Right after she said that to my daughter, because I let them go up. You know, I'm standing in the back of my daughters and my wife. And then right after she said, give us 5 minutes, we'll make sure your seat is ready and everything. This and that. The lady looked over my wife and my two daughters' shoulders, and she pointed at me. She said, excuse me, sir, you can't wear a hat in here. I said, I can't wear a hat in here. When she said that, I'm clearly looking at women with hats. The fruit hat. I seen a woman with a baseball Yankee hat on with the ponytail out the back. Women all in there with hats. So I like what my wife said. My wife said, because I said, what? I said, I don't even wear hats, but why is she making a big deal about a hat? And then my wife said to the lady, she said, man, what's that all about? She said, oh, that's our policy. We don't allow people to have hats in here. So me and my wife both went like this. We said, there's women all by you and around us with hats. Why aren't you telling them to take their hats off? You know what this woman said? She said, oh, but you got to understand, they might have a hat on because they got cancer or something. And then, of course, my wife said, yeah, but how you going to make a preconceived, judging or opinion without getting your fact? How you going to make a preconceived judgment that will be in a positive way for women, but you make a preconceived judgment that will be adverse for men? So like my wife said, she said, yeah, but how you going to say that they might got cancer? You didn't even ask them. You don't even know. And how you don't know my husband might have cancer? You just right away tell him to take his hat off, but you don't tell none of these women. And it was like, well, ma'am, you know, it's just our policy, this and that. And it was like, no, but we need to probably speak to the manager. This is ridiculous. And then at that point, I said, it's no big deal. I don't even wear hats. I wear the hat because my wife brought it. I said, but my wife is right. This is ridiculous. Why would you make it your job to tell me I got to remove my hat? But these women got hats on, and you ain't said one thing to them. Like, they get a pass. Mm-hmm. But, hey, like I said, title of the video, Male, Female, Backwards Thinking with Society. It is crazy. That elementary thing, I always thought that was the most bizarrest thing that's ass backwards. That a lot of parents out here, you're more comfortable with a man at a daycare teaching your kids that's feminine, opposed to a man who is a man and acting all the way a man. So he can't get the job unless he's acting feminine. Not that he want the job, but you get my point. He can't get that job unless he's acting feminine. But a woman could go to any construction job, truck job, whatever, and she get the job if she has the credentials and the skills to do so. But if the man has the credentials and the skills to do so, and he around kids and he want that type of job, oh no, he gotta be feminine. Let a man go in a nail shop who got the skills and the credentials to do so. They'll be like, I'm sorry, we're not really hiring that because he's a man. He's all man. No, he got to act feminine to get the job. So you see what I'm saying? Point of the video, title of the video, men and women, backwards thinking in society. Because think about it. This will and is hurting a lot of our youth and our children.
Yeah, especially that the world has lost their moralities.
Yeah.
It's very sad. You
Yes.
look at things that are good, bad, and the bad is the good thing.
That's ridiculous.
That makes no sense whatsoever.
Ridiculous. Hey, drop me a line. Peace.